In states like Oregon, the government literally owns more than half of all of the land. The dynamics that this sets up are hard for us Easterners to understand, with 10,000 times the population density and as low as 2% federal land in several states. Harney County is 10,226 square miles, making it the largest county in Oregon, and in the top 10 for the lower 48 states. In all of this space, the population is only 7,126 people. By contrast, the town of Hicksville, New York, has a population of 41,000 people crammed into less than 7 square miles. 7 square miles would be a surveying error in Harney County. You could lose the entire population of Hicksville. The sheriff's office in Harney County employs 7 people. This is the kind of place that people move to get away from other people. One has to respect that to live in such a remote place and yet butt heads with the government so regularly must come as something of a shock. Hopefully, thinking about land at this scale also helps contextualize why 5 years imprisonment in federal prison for a 73-year-old man for burning a couple hundred acres of unoccupied land seems harsh and has upset people locally. In a place this sparse, a couple hundred angry protesters is a much bigger deal than getting a couple hundred NYU students to come eat pizza in Zuccotti Park. As an aside, militia organizations like the Oath Keepers appear to want nothing to do with the mess, saying that nobody who is actually from Harney County has requested a militia come defend them. There's a link on that too below. Now, is there something secret going on behind the scenes? That I can't tell. There are 15 miles of fossil fuel pipeline in the refuge, and there's some pretty unique geology around, with some geothermal activity, and the largest mercury mine in the country, which has been recently shut down, only a stone's throw away. But it's unclear, to me at least, but I'm no geologist, how viable the mineral and energy resources of the refuge really are. The refuge appears to have a well-established and active group of environmental watchdogs, the Friends of Malheur, which is ironic because the place was named Malheur, bad fortune, by French trappers. So the organization is literally the Friends of Misfortune, which, if you think about it, is kind of a terrifying name. So I vote that we militarize the bird watchers, to fight the rancher militia, and to hand the land back over to native stewardship. But I'm still working out the details of that scenario. Anyway, whether they militarize or not, the Friends of Malheur are a 501c3 nonprofit and appear deserving of your money to protect sandhill cranes and battle droughts and plagues of carp. If it came to a vote, the naturalists who are trying to preserve the preserve, for biodiversity's sake, are probably the only runners against the Paiutes for your support. But do remember, it's a well-known fact. People who buy birdseed have excellent credit, and American Indian reservations have the lowest employment and education in the country. So think about that before you invest. There's links below on both of those. So here is the secret truth that they don't want you to hear. Neither the government nor the militias want people of privilege to realize that there's more meaning in a life of helping others than there is to blithely guzzling gasoline and television. They don't want you to know how easy it is to find food, clothing, and shelter, which are the necessities of survival, and how much other time you have to do other things with your life. And yet how much harder it becomes every day to find truth, to find purpose in life, to have one's heart sing with freedom. It is harder to find vibrant, safe communities and healthy, nutritious food in order to raise our children. They don't want you to take the time to think for yourself, but at least for now, you still can. Take advantage of that freedom. There's a war on for your mind and for your heart and for your wallet. So be conscious of how you behave and encourage compassion not just in yourself, but in others as well. Violence and bigotry are not immutable laws of nature. So I implore you, try to leave the world a little better than you found it. Share the truth about protecting biodiversity. Learn about deep ecology. Protect the underprivileged. Feel compassion for your community. Speak out against ignorance and against oppression. As always, this isn't the truth that I am speaking, but it is me striving for the closest approximation of the truth that I can find. I hope it helps bring you closer to the truth as well. Thank you.